Today we're cooking one of our more popular recipes on beefit'swhatsfordinner.com, classic meatloaf. Super simple, tasty. To me, it brings me back to when I was a kid and my mom's making meatloaf. It was on her weekly rotation, you know, and if everybody in the neighborhood knew my mom was making meatloaf, everybody would be to dinner on time, no cell phone screens, everybody sitting, waiting, ready to dig in. Let's talk about selecting the right beef. We got 80-20. This recipe calls for a 93-7. I prefer an 80-20. Adds a little bit more richness to the dish, a little bit more flavor. Whatever cut you find, whatever ground beef you find in the store is gonna work great for this dish. Now let's get cooking. We're gonna put together this classic meatloaf recipe. We're gonna start with our 93-7 lean ground beef. We're gonna add our panko. If you have somebody in your family that has a gluten intolerance, you could always use masa as a binder also. But we're gonna go ahead and add this panko, some Japanese breadcrumbs. We're gonna add our ketchup. The recipe calls for a 3/4 cup. We need to make sure we reserve a 1/4 cup of that. So we're gonna add in our ketchup, then our minced onion, our garlic, our Worcestershire, egg, thyme, and then a little salt and pepper. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Incorporate all the ingredients together. Shouldn't take you too long. If you wanted to use a mixer with a paddle handle for this, you could, but mixing it by hand, as long as you're using gloves or washing your hands thoroughly. We're gonna make sure and go ahead and get all these ingredients together and get this meatloaf going. This is the consistency that we're looking for in the meat. We wanna have it kind of nice and smooth off, no big gaps. Our meat is all ready to go. We're gonna add it into one of our loaf pans. If you wanted to add a little bit more excitement or make things a little bit more unique on your menu, you could also mold it into a cupcake mold or a pan mold. But in this case, we're gonna use our loaf pan. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of set it in there nice. Now that we have our meatloaf formed, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 35-45 minutes. Internal temperature of about 160. There's our meatloaf. Aha. We have our classic meatloaf finished out of the oven, 160 degrees internal temperature. We're gonna take our little reserved special sauce, AKA ketchup. We're gonna glaze that a little bit, just to give it like a nice little shine. This makes the presentation a little bit nicer. We're just gonna make sure the glaze is evenly spread out. Then we're gonna throw it back in the oven for maybe 5 minutes just to kind of caramelize that a little bit. Then it's ready to slice and serve for your guests. We have our meatloaf in the oven. We got our nice little ketchup glaze going. I think this is perfect. Got a little caramelization on there with the ketchup. Pull it out. It's nice and hot. And we're gonna just slice it up. Nice, about inch and a half slices. We're gonna plate it, serve it. Look at how beautiful that is. And voila. Sorry, all the French guys making meatloaf. It's not much meatloaf and not much meatloaf in France, I don't think. Here's our finished classic meatloaf. We had a little bit more fun today making some meatloaf. We have little cupcake meatloafs. We have mini meatloafs. I made some accompaniments with it. I made a beautiful potato gratin, some twice baked potatoes, some Yorkshire pudding, some roasted vegetables. Simple, affordable, tasty. There's our classic meatloaf. If you need some additional inspiration for your meatloaf, head to beefit'swhatsfordinner.com. There's plenty of meatloaf recipes on there. If you like this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Look for more videos to come, and we'll see you on the next one.